Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm bringing you a walk around video for a Mk5 Cortina 1.6 manual gearbox Crusader special edition. And this one has just covered a remarkable 47,000 miles. And according to the logbook I'm looking at here, it has had 4 previous owners, and the last owner has had the car for about 1 year. So I get the impression this has been a car that's been adored and well looked after by its previous owners, and it presents so remarkably well now. And it's in a particularly nice colour combination of champagne gold, and the interior, which is pretty much along the lines of the gear model, they call that a peat and mocha contrasting trim. Looks really nice. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Now, I've looked around this car very closely. We've had it on our ramp today and inspected the car thoroughly, and it is just in superb order. I've noticed by a sticker on the rear windscreen that it's a Ford Cortina club. It looks like a club owner has had the car in the past, and I think this would fare well at any car show. It's superb inside and out and under the bonnet, and it drives faultlessly. It's 4-speed manual gearbox at 1.6. Overhead cam was a Pinto engine, of course, in these, and it motors really well. And as you can imagine, with just 47,000 miles, there's aspects of the car that are remarkably fresh still. I'm going to go around slowly so you can have a chance to look at the bodywork and see it as nicely as I can. So I'm looking at the front here. This is the front offside wing. That's remarkably good order. The wheels, tyres are in good condition. It's got its correct Cortina sports wheels with the beauty ring, and the caps all correct. And as you can see across that bonnet, that's in excellent condition. As is the driver's door. The offside passenger door, rear door, excellent condition. Through to the rear wing, really lovely. I can't see any damage, any scratches, any rust. It really does look incredibly good. This rear panel between the lights, the lower panel, looks like this car might have been overseas. I got the GB sticker. We've got a little chrome exhaust trim on the back of the exhaust, which looks nice. This this boot is in excellent order. Now the near side rear wing is excellent, as is the wheel arch. And when I get in there, you can see all in here, it's all in excellent condition. This is quite a rare sight, because they weren't brilliant back in the old days. So to have one in this condition now is phenomenal, really. The near side rear passenger door is excellent, and with the this is the near side front door in excellent condition, as is the wing. I'm going to get down low, and you can see that front valance is great. It's got some proper Hella lamps, which was a fog light and a spotlight, and it looks like it's got a badge bar here. Now I can't see any badges on it, but you're ready to add your own. So that's the exterior, and as I say, the plastics are in good condition. Mirrors. This model has the optional sunroof fitted, which is a Ford addition. Now let's have a little look in here. Now, to remind you of the interior trim, this is very similar to a gear, because you've got the real wood cap-ins at the top, you've got the plusher deep pile carpet, and then you've got a sort of a velour material that makes up the centre panel on these doors. A 4-spoke steering wheel. You've got the wooden dash like the gear model, and then I think they call that the sort of underslung console, which runs right the way through to an armrest in the middle, which was a gear feature. These seats are very much in the design of the gear model, and they're in excellent condition. I've got no holes for speakers here. I've got a Ford original radio. I must admit I didn't actually work when I tried to turn it on, so I don't know if that one's just in for display purposes. You've got a dashboard in good condition. I can't see any cracks, I can't see any damage. That's not always the way with these. That looks to be in really nice order. But if I'm being really fussy and I get in really close, I can just about see a little, can you see that? A little crack. Oh, you can't even hardly see it on the camera, but yeah, it's pretty minor, but I'm getting in quite close to see that, so don't think that that one stands out. It's got a set of contrasting carpet mats in here, which are rather nice, but there's those very scrumptious rear seats. I've got a wonderful headlining through here, and yeah, you've got the door pockets, and you've got the center armrest in this model, which is all very nice. So it's very posh, it's very gear-like interior, the carousel, and I think you're going to be very, very happy with the condition of the interior and exterior. So while we're together, let's see if I can do my usual trick of using one hand to hold the camera, the other will open up the bonnet. It's a lovely shine. It's a sunny day today, and it really does look lovely, this champagne gold. So I'm going to put the bonnet stay up, and then I can give you a proper show around the engine bay. A nice slab of insulation underneath the bonnet on these cars. And look how clean that engine is. That all looks completely present and correct. The inner wing's in excellent condition, as is the front panel through here. And it looks to have been very, very well loved, the car. It must have been garaged and kept away from the rigours of the British winters to stay in this sort of condition. I can see that's some, I don't recognise the colour down here. Can you see where the engine mounts are? I don't know if that's that front cross member all appears to be painted in gold. Now, I don't know if that's something that was done, if the engine's been out and they've done that. I just don't recognise that colour scheme. But I can see that from looking down into the engine bay, all the front suspension's painted as well, and that obviously helps keep it fresh and prevents the rust from building up. Now, I can only do so much with a walk around camera, but we have had the opportunity of having a little look under here. So now, of course, you can't see everything as nicely as you would from getting a ramp view, but I can assure you we have had the ramp view, and it is rock solid underneath. It's all been undersealed. The exhaust is in excellent condition. This one doesn't have any manual choke conversion. It starts perfectly well. The automatic choke works as it should, and then of course it switches off when it reaches a certain running temperature, and then that's the choke off. That all works perfectly well. So the car starts absolutely on the button and off she goes. There's a good set of matching tyres. Now, somebody's gone for the white wall tyre, which is quite a popular feature on classic cars, I have to tell you. And they are very chunky, those tyres all round. The boot is very clean, and there's obviously a good sized boot in the Cortina. And undoubtedly over the years, I feel sure this car would have been very well maintained to still look as good as it does after all of these years, bearing in mind this one was registered in 1982. But yeah, I'm hoping that angle of the camera is allowing you to see that down at a low level. She's in good condition, and looking into those arches where you can see everything is nicely undersealed. Now, if I can find the key, I've still got the original key here, and the car does come with its original manual telling you some of the unique features of the Crusader, and that's always nice to have that sort of originality. Just feeling around for the key. Let's open the boot. There we are, got a little bit of dust in there, and this always suggest you do on a Cortina. You can see how good that boot floor looks right the way through there. I'll show you a bit more of it, in fact. This is one of the first places people head for the old Cortina, because you can imagine what they were like back in the 80s. That's a very bright spare wheel, and that looks like there's a new tyre on there to me. And there's your boot floor, looking rather good, and it's one of the cleanest boot floors I've seen in the Cortina ever, I think. So I don't think you're going to be disappointed in the condition of the interior. If you were to look back like I have on the MOT history, which is very easy to obtain online these days, you'll see this car has sailed through its MOTs quite successfully with no trouble for a number of years, and you can see that it hasn't really done very many miles in between its MOTs. I assume it's been doing the show circuits and just being used for high days and Sundays, that sort of thing, and that's probably why it's been preserved quite so well. So I'm going to give you one final pan round this wonderful old Cortina 1.6 Crusader from 1982. Champagne gold with a contrasting trim, a brown and grey trim that looks wonderful. The correct Ford sports wheels. There's a Crusader badge on the back. This one's obviously just a single colour, champagne gold, a very classy colour, very popular with Granadas of the era as well. And I think it actually makes this car look rather classy. It has had the optional driving lights on the front, which are the correct Hella ones, and it also has a sunroof, which is all bone dry and completely free of any corrosion. A remarkable 47,000 miles only, which must make this one of the lowest mileage Crusaders out there. And that's that sunroof in excellent condition. There's a few splashes of rain on the roof here where we just had a little shower, but the car is super clean and it's ready to go. I feel sure this car would go anywhere you'd need to drive in it. I've enjoyed my drive in it today. It has a long MOT through to early 2022, and it is ready to go. It's been through our workshop. It's been signed off as an excellent car. We always give the cars a thorough PDI before they do go out, so we'll have a final check to make sure all levels are correct and the whole car's been valeted significantly, so it looks lovely when you drive it home. We can also offer a full UK delivery service anywhere in the UK at a very competitive price, and we're also interested in helping facilitate a deal, and that often means a part exchange. Obviously we prefer a classic car because that's what we are, classic car dealers, but sometimes we can entertain looking at a modern car too, albeit our passion is for classics, of course. So thank you very much for watching this 13.5-minute walk around video for a Cortina Mk5 from 1982. She's in stock now at Bradley James Classics. Please get in touch to arrange a viewing and a test drive, and I think you'll be very happy if you did decide to go ahead and buy this Mk5 Cortina. She is a truly stunning example, and well, I don't think I'll be seeing too many more like this, but there we are. Enjoy the video. Thanks folks.